Hello Internet, it's been a while, to say the least. I can't remember when the last time I uploaded a video was, but hello, hi, welcome. We're taking a look today at a game called Balatro. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I've heard it being called Balatro, I've heard it being called Balatro. I'm not sure which is correct, because everything I've heard about this game has not been direct from the developer, so I don't know which one it is. But we are playing Balatro, or Balatro, again, whichever one you... Tomato, Balatro, Balatro. Don't call it a comeback, folks. We're tripping over our words. It's our first day back. Let's dive in, shall we? First things first, trippy little title screen here. Love to see it. Kind of gives you a little kind of... It doesn't really kind of convey the vibe of the game. So it's a deck builder poker roguelike? It's weird. You'll probably see it better once I actually get deep into the game. When is it out? It is out on the 20th of February 2024 is when this game gets released. It is... You can wishlist it on Steam right now. The demo is up for another... I suppose by the time this video goes up, the demo will no longer be available. It was part of the Steam Next Fest and popped up pretty big. A lot of people really like this. So we're gonna dive in. I've been playing the demo for a couple of days now. Not a couple of days non-stop, but I've played a few rounds. I know my way around. So I'll try and describe it to you as we're going along. So for every ante, we've got 3 rounds here. We've got small blind, big blind, we've got the boss blind as well. So that's a modifier to what you're playing. Now you can skip blinds and it'll give you bonuses. So after defeating if we skip the small blind and then beat the boss blind will give us $15 instead of $5. Which in the early game is kind of big. So I think we're gonna take that. And if we skip this one, the shop is an uncommon joker. But if we skip this blind, we won't get a shop before getting the boss. And we need to have something in order to beat the boss, I think. So let's get started in, shall we? So we don't have... So this space is for jokers up here. If you can follow my mouse here. This space right up here is for jokers. And this space up here is for a card modifier, so you get tarot cards and stuff like that there, that they set up there, and they can modify your cards or modify your deck in some form, and you can mess around with it's to do with messing around with score multipliers. You'll see the score here. So first things first, I see two pair on the board here. Now you can play any hand up to 5 cards. If you just wanted to play 1 card and play a high card, you can. But I'm gonna play for 2 pair. And you know what? I'm gonna get rid of the 10 as well. Just because it'll leave us with 3 hearts in our hand. 2 of them will be used, but we still have 8 other hearts in here. So it's in 8 out of 40. 8 out of 44 for every new card that comes out that we might get a heart. So we can play for a flush draw down a while. So this 2 pair at the moment is going to be worth 20 chips. The default hand worth is 20 times 2, which is 40. But then you get extra points per whichever card scores. So that's going to be worth 9, that's going to be worth 9, that's going to be worth 6, that's going to be worth 6. So you'll see it as we're going along here. So you'll see it add up here. You'll see it add to the worth. So that was actually worth 100 points. Okay, cool. And then we move on. Okay, so we've got our 5 hearts. We've got our flush draw. Which means I think we've pretty confidently won this round. 35 times 4, 70, it's 140 before you add up the value of the cards and then add that to the multiplier as well. I think we're in business here. Let's go 63 times 4. That's a 252 hand. So we only need 98 out of 3 hands in order to progress. I see 3s and 7s. A good Queen to the Stone Age song, if I must say so myself. I don't think I'm going to play anything else, actually. Maybe I'll get rid of the Queen. Just because I want to leave an ace there, just in case something happens. Or actually, we have an ace, we have a Queen, and we have a Jack. If you get a King and a 10, we'd be pretty sorted. So that's going to be worth 80. So now we're just looking for 18 points, basically. Sort by rank. Okay. We did not get a king. We did not get a 10. We got a pair here. So that's going to be 9 and 9 is 18 and 10 is 28 times 2. That's actually going to do it. But just for the novelty's sake, we're just going to dump the rest of these cards as well, so. You can see how it's just worth. Okay, well, we've qualified. It's all good. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're learning, we're teaching as we're going along. So we got 4 cash for that. We have 1 hand left, we get an extra cash for that, so we get 5 cash. Okay, cool. We already had 4, we've got 9 now. So we got $9 spending money before we hit the boss. Now, I have noticed in my time playing this game that flushes are incredibly OP. So, if you're gonna offer me a planet card in the first shop to improve my multiplier and my chip worth of flush, brother, I'm taking it. Alright, that's all well and good. We still have $6 to play with. Like, for every 5 you have, like, after your shop phase, if you win the next round, you'll get interest. You get like $1 extra for every 5 that you hold on to. But I think maybe expanding our deck. Actually, no. Hangman might be good because we can get the destroy cards and whittle down our deck so that the cards that we get have a better chance of coming up. But I think we don't take any of the standard ones because we're going to want to whittle down what we have first. Or kind of find a meta that we're kind of playing for and then work it from there. First thing first, anyway, we've got the 3 of gang. We've got trip aces off the board, like right off the rip. Which is great for us. We're using up a spade, we're using up a heart, so let's get rid of a spade and a heart. And we'll keep clubs on the board. We can try and fish for a club flush somewhere along the way. Okay, 189 out of our 600 on the first hand. That's pretty good. Love that. Did not get our club draw. A little bit unfortunate. So in this instance, we can actually discard cards as well. We have 3 discard phases that we can burn through in order to try and find our clubs. We have found our clubs. Now I can go for the straight or I can go for the flush here. Okay, so straight is worth 130 times 4 is 120, right? Flush, which is leveled up, is worth 50 times 5 times 6. Which far and away beats a straight. So it would be foolish not to go for it, right? And that's just the default values, that's not taking into account whatever the cards are worth. 97 times 6 with no joker modifiers, like that was nearly enough to win the boss battle by itself. We've upped the ante for the next round of small and big blinds. That's all good. Got 5 for beating the boss. Got 3 for having 3 hands left. And this little tag for beating the boss blind where we get an extra 15 bucks also paid out. So we're rolling in it right now. Okay. This demo gives like a little sneak peek of like extra cards that are in the full game. This card is not in the demo, so we can't even see what it does. But it looks cool, right? Okay. I had been kind of pushing for clubs in that last round, but like we have a perfectly balanced deck. Everything is there. We have 13 of each suit. Now, what we can do is we can kind of pivot into a hearts build, right? So for every heart played when this Joker is on the field, it adds 4 to our multiplier. So I think we'd be foolish not to take that right now. Gros Michel, very good early card. Very good anytime card, honestly. Like, plus 15 to your multiplier and 1 in 8 chance that it gets destroyed at the end of the round. Like, it's pretty early in the game, so you're kind of hoping that another one comes up at some point. Not ideal, but we can work with it. Foil, hollow, and polychrome cards appear twice as often in the shop. I don't know about that because they tend to be a lot more expensive cards. However, the value of those cards, like in terms of like the score that they bring with them, might justify the 10 bucks that we just dropped right there. And you know what, we'll take an Arcana as well, because we want to try and get some modifiers on the go. Particularly if we can get something that allows us to like convert cards to hearts, convert to clubs, convert to planes, spades. Can create up to 2 random planet cards, but you must have room. I can use the Hangman here. We're angling for hearts. So if we got rid of the 6 of clubs and 6 of diamonds here, we can use that. We can just eat those cards. They're just completely gone from the deck forever. And we'll create our 2 planet cards. Really? You're gonna give us high card and pair? That kinda sucked. Those are not really good. So I'm going to sell them because we're aiming to try and get better hands than that. So let's sell them up, open this pack and see what we can get. 4 of a kind, 2 pair, full house. Chances of a full house happening, don't really rate it too well. I'll go for 2 pair. Seems like a more common hand that would come up, but still be worthwhile modifying. We're out of money, let's go to the next round. Double tags. Plus 3 hand size next round if we skip this one. But I think we play this one and try and get some money in the bank. Alright, again, we're trying to play hearts so that we can get our multiplier up. We have a 2, 3, 4, 5 situation here. Actually, no, we've got ace. We've got ace. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got a street. Let's go. Let's roll with that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not really worth much in the grand scheme of things, but like 55 times 23, like that's a win in one hand, and our Gros Michel is safe. That's good. So we got out of there 1 hand played, and we got out of there 7 bucks to the richer. Now this, oh boy, this is a good hand. This is a good card for us. All flushes and straights can be made with 4 cards instead of 5. So that means 4 suits is a flush, or a straight is again like 4 in a row, not 5 in a row. The photograph Joker, first played face card gives ×2 mult when scored. I think this one's going to be a much better card in terms of like helping us try to get better stuff on the board. Now, if I skip this one, I can take a Mega Celestial pack, which means I can take 2 out of 5 planet cards, which I think I'm going to do. If I can power up my hands, power up my flush, because again, I only need 4 cards to make the flush, so that would be, that's kind of a gimme, and I only need 4 cards for a straight as well, so why not power up straights as well? Makes sense, right? Well, at least in my mind. We're out of cash, and we've got the boss card. Boss fight now is the house. The boss fights are randomized to a certain degree. There are, like, all of the bosses are preset, but that's like which one you get every run is randomized. So the first time we get is drawn face down, so it's just trying to get us to use our discards like immediately. I'm just looking to see, like, I start by rank and just discard these and see what 5 comes up. Okay. Now I can start by suit, and I can kind of see a little bit better what I have here. So these can't be diamonds because the diamonds, I start by suit. Diamonds would be with diamonds, right? These could either be low hearts or high clubs. This could be a high heart or maybe a spade. Either way, we don't have a flush on the board. I'm not risking it, so I'm going to use the discard phase on those, see what pops up. I was going to say I could play 3s and 5s for the 2 pair. Actually, we can do that, because like, we'll still get the multiplier with the hearts. And let's get rid of this 4 of clubs as well, just so we get to draw an extra card. Alright, so let's watch this rack up here. 1,456. Nearly beat the boss in the first hand. Let's go. You'll love to see it. Sort by rank. Do we have... We actually have a full straight here. We only have 1 heart in it, but we have a full straight, which is going to be enough to win the round. 8, 9, 10, jack. Now, we could just go 8, 9, 10, jack. That's going to be a straight because we have 4 fingers here. Which means I can make my straight with only 4 cards, but I have the straight with the 5 cards anyway, so why not play the extra card and, you know, make it a hand. Just rake in more. It doesn't get us more money, it just gets us more points, but it doesn't, we don't actually get anything out of it. It's just the satisfaction of a hand well played, really. Alright. So we got $8 from that battle. That was pretty good. Now, I can play... I can have to get another Mega Celestial pack and just try and level up more hand varieties, because you can go on here, like, our flush is level 3. Let's just run info screen. You can see, like, what hands you can play, how many times you've played that hand, so you can tell which way your deck is kind of skewing. You also take a kind of look at, see, like, what the blinds are looking like, or like what vouchers you have in the run. So that's there. Like, you can always kind of review that at all times, which is pretty neat. Times 2 multiplier. Loses 0.01 of that per card discarded. But then I wouldn't be able to afford Venus. Or I could risk spending the 4 on the booster pack to see if it comes up. You have to discard a lot of cards for this to not be worthwhile, right? Especially paired with Gros Michelle with the plus 15. Well, as long as this stays alive, This is hella powerful. This is good synergy right here. We've got $2 left, we can't afford anything. Let's just move on to the next round. Coupon time. Initial cards and booster packs in the next shop are free. Now that's interesting. We can do something with that, so let's just skip the small blind here. And just hope that we can make it there. Okay, can we start by suit? What do we have here? Not really much. Let's... Tell you what, we're gonna just play the single pair here. It's the only thing we have. It's not going to get us much use, but it is going to preserve the multiplier on Ramen. And it's still going to have a hell of a good multiplier, so that's still a pretty high scoring hand at the end of the day. Like, we've got our 4 hearts, so that's our flush. And let's just dump the spade as well. If we can play it as like a dump card at the end for flush, instead of using the discard, that'll keep the Ramen intact. So that won't affect the multiplier there. Oh, that was a big high scoring card. Oh, Ghost the Shell died. Okay, so that strat didn't work out too well. If we can find another one of them, that would be pretty sweet. But we had the tag from the last round, so all of the initial cards and the initial boosters are free. So I don't see any reason why we don't take these. Plus 20 mult, but -4 per round played. So you want to just have this for 4 played rounds and then sell it, because you can sell cards back to the shop. These Celestial packs are free. We'd be idiots to not take them. Especially when we can level up our flush again. So let's just level up our flush again. Why not? Alright, and now we get to choose 1 of 5 from this one. Three of a kind, pair, straight, full house, 4 of a kind. I feel like straight. We're going for flush and we don't have really duplicates of cards, so the straight will probably play better into that. Plus, if it's a straight flush, then, you know, that's all better. The fish. Cards drawn face down after every hand played. So we're looking to play as little cards as we can, because the cards that come back up afterwards now are going to be face down. So we're not going to see what they are. But it's after every hand is played. So what do we do here? We've got 3 hearts on the board, we've got 3 clubs on the board. Do we just go for hearts because it has the multiplier? I think that's the play. Oh, it's going to affect the Ramen multiplier though, isn't it? You know what? We can play this and get it out of the way. Like, it's still a pair of kings at the end of the day. We still have this plus 40, plus 20 mult, which will be multiplied by 2, so it's actually times 40. So this actually might still be like a decent scoring hand. And it's not going to affect the Ramen multiplier because we're playing it and we're not discarding it. Okay, 1320 for a pair. That's totally fine. That may be a heart, but I don't know. I'm gonna discard these 4, just so I can get more cards that are face up. Okay. If I start by suit, that must be a spade then. And because that's a spade, that means we can confidently get rid of it. We can... If we know it's a spade, maybe it's better we keep it there. Huh. I think we get rid of the ace of diamonds here. No, we get rid of the club. We get rid of the club. There are less clubs in the deck than diamonds. This might be enough to get us through to the next round anyway. Because that's a lot of multiplier. 10,000? Oh yeah, we're cooking. And we haven't even used our justice card yet. It's still in the pocket. Got a nice little cash out there. We're up to 18 money. Can't use this just yet. Odd Todd is a card that I tend to play an awful lot. So played cards with an odd rank gets plus 30 tips if scored. Combined with our very high multiplier, I think that's a no-brainer. We've got 14 bucks left. I think we pick an Arcana. Or no, We take the paintbrush so we have a bigger hand. Which means we have a more likely chance to get the flush that we're looking for. And then we use our Arcana. First thing I'm going to do is use Justice on this 4 of hearts. It's going to turn into a glass card, so if I play it, that means that it adds a ×2 multiplier to the hand, but there's also a 25% chance that the card will shatter. So not super great. Hermit will double my money. Double is 0 with 0. Temperance gives a total sell value of all current jokers, which is $11. So we'll get $11 if we just play this card right now. 1 in 5 chance to add foil, hollow, or polychrome addition to a random joker. No, didn't pop off. Not worth it. Okay. Right, that was a gamble, didn't work out. It's alright, we move on. Upgrade 3 of a kind by 3 levels. That's tempting, but we're not really going for 3 of a kind. Like, let's just play on. The popcorn is at 16 volt now, so it's gonna start scaling back very hard, very fast, and very soon. What do I do here? I've got 3 spades. I think I dump these and just take the hit on the multiplier here. Wait, no, hold on. Yeah, I think I dump them. Because even though this means straights have to be made with 4 cards, it's not... you still need to make the straight. It's not like you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but you can leave out the 4. There is a different Joker card that allows you to do that, which you can probably synergize with this card. I think we play this and then we just get rid of the extra jack here. We just take our 4 card flush here. That's gonna pop up pretty big. Holy, 7,587. That's great for a 4 card flush. And this will just get us over the line here. And get us out of the small blind. The multiplier is gonna go crazy. The times 2 mult for the glass card. 18,000! Oh my god, that's like one of the highest scoring single hands that I've had in since I started playing this demo. That's amazing. Okay, what do you got for me? You've got straight, you've got even Steven. Popcorn is still worth 12 malt, so it's a bit early to be thinking about getting rid of that next. Personally, I think we hold on and just take our interest in the next round. We just hold on to our money here. I don't think a straight's gonna come up like great. Celestial pack would be fine, but it brings us down below our interest rate. We don't have room for jokers. Yeah, I could sell that, but it's only gonna be worth 1. You could sell that, it could be worth 3, but it almost doubles my end mult. So it might be worth keeping. National cards and boosters in the next shop are free. Now that's interesting. I might take it just because we have that voucher, which means their foil, hollow, and polychrome cards are going to appear twice as often. Because if one of those shows up and it shows up for free, then man, I am winning. I am so winning. Clubs are debuffed, so we don't like clubs. So what we're going to do is we're going to play our flush diamonds, and then we're going to dump a club for no added value. Not going to pop off big with the mult here because they're not hearts. We don't have any hearts in our hand now, actually. Got very little tarot cards in this run, which is concerning. Even still though, that was still worth 6,500, and that's diamonds. Well, it doesn't really have a lot of multiplier. We've got our king flush, and you know what, let's dump another club, because again, why not? They're not, it's not going to be worth, it's debuffs, it's going to be disabled anyway. So you may as well just get rid of it now when you have a chance for free. And it's not going to waste any of my discard. We've got 3 hearts, we've got 3 diamonds. We've got 3 clubs. The clubs ain't going to score anyway. So let's just discard those. It is going to take a little hit here. We've got our flush. We've got our flush. It is all hearts. It's going to pop off here. We're going to breeze past the 16,000. Not really going to pop off with the odd Todd very much, but no, we're getting there. 13,000 in one hand. That's great going. Popcorn is is losing its luster. I could keep it for one more round, and I think that's gonna be it. Or I could sell it now and pick up this from the Fibonacci sequence. So every ace, 2, 3, 5, or 8 will give me +8 mult when it's a scoring part of the hand. So I think I would be stupid to not take it. I'd be stupid to not take everything here just because it's a free shop. It's a free shop. Why would I not take it? I'm a little bit like, they're gonna get +8 mult each when scored. This is gonna give +8 mult period. So I think the time has come to get rid of that. We buy our Fibonacci here. We take our free regular Celestial pack. What have you got for me? 3 of a kind, full house. You know what? I'll take 3 of a kind. Why not? Just in case we need it to get out of a pickle. And you know what? We've got another one. So like, okay, why not take this? Okay, we get to choose one. Why would we not choose flush when it's right there? It's a slam dunk of a decision. Raise the cap of interest earned per round to $10. I can't see us being in a position where we're going to have $100, so that voucher is a waste of time. I could re-roll and restart the shop. Or I could just go to the next round and like, I'll be earning 3 in interest instead of 2. And then spending whatever here, and then only again earning 1. And we're full on jokers. I don't see what we would be doing here. The wall is an extra large blind. Okay, re-rolls the boss blind. Oh baby, that's exactly the tag I was looking for. Because man, 64,000. That's a lot. That's a lot of moolah to try and find here. I don't think I have the synergies for it quite yet. Just because I haven't got the tarot cards. That's kind of what's been, I won't say necessarily killing the run, because it hasn't really, the run hasn't kind of existed long enough to be killed quite yet. You know what? We could get a flush out of there. We only just need 1 spade or 2 hearts. I think it's worth taking the hit here to ramen here. Oh baby. Hearts flush on the board right away. We've only got 1 card activating the odd Todd though. That's the only problem, but you know what? Like it's still money on the board. I don't think any of these actually activate the Fibonacci sequence either. Oh no, the 8 did. So it did give us the same value as we got from the popcorn bucket. So like, why wouldn't we take that, right? 22,000 in one single hand, that's incredible. We get our three money for the small blind, we have 4 hands left, we get another 4. 3 interest, that's an extra $10 to play with. Polychrome Joker! Plus 1 mult per hand played, and minus 1 mult per discard. And then times 1.5. Is that the mult on this card, or is that the total? Because that would be very interesting. Odd Todd hasn't really popped off for us, so I think we sell Odd Todd and we make room for this guy, the Green Joker. Look at the rainbow effect. Very shiny. We still have 18 to play with. Jumbo Arcana. We've been complaining about not getting Arcana cards all day, so like let's do something here. It has this 1 selected card into stone. It's like 2 cards convert the left card into the right card. Creates up to 2 random tarot cards, must have room. Wheel of Fortune, we've tried that before and it failed. Creates up to 2 random planet cards. I'm gonna use the Emperor because that's like basically like, now it's like a buy one get one free deal. And that's just 1 card into a gold card, and it has just 1 card into a lucky card. They could go far. Let's open a standard pack and see what we get. Do we get any hearts? Holy! 5 of spades. Plus 5 chips, but also plus times 1.5 mult. So that's either a bonus when it stays in the hand, or a bonus when it's discarded. See, that could be useful, but also requires me burning discards. That's got mult with a re-trigger. So that card's basically worth 18 chips and 6 mult if it's part of a hand that is, if it's part of a hand that scores. I think the polychrome 5 of spades with the 1.5 times mult is probably better. And I think we just move on to the next round. We re-roll the boss blind because I don't see us hitting 64,000 here. Okay, the hook. Discard 2 random cards per hand played. I can live with this. So we're just going to discard two cards at random here. And so 1 card and a gold card. Gives an extra $3 if the card's held at the end of the round. In the hand at the end of the round. I think we use this on our last hand. Enhances 1 card into a lucky card. I think we use that on our Queen of Hearts. And we try and get lucky off of like the initial flush here. That's gonna hit big there. 17,000 off of that flush. Great. Love it. Love it. Love to see it. And you know what? Let's get rid of this diamond as well. Run our spades flush. And go. We go again. Let's use this gold card in the 2 of diamonds. So if that doesn't get discarded, and it's when we hold on to it to the end of the round, we get an extra $3. So let's play the 5 diamonds here and hope that it discards one of these clubs. No, damn it, it's gone. It's alright. It ain't the end of the world. It ain't the end of the world. $8,000? That's okay. We've got 3 hands left. We've got 3 hands left. And we've got another club flush on the board here. So again, why wouldn't we just go for it? If all 5 cards can score, why wouldn't we go for it? And that gets us over the line. You love to see it. Truly. Don't think we would have got there if we had kept that extra large blind. We get an extra $8 for the next shop. What have we got? Plus 50 chips if a hand contains a pair. Plus 2 chips for every dollar that you currently have, so it's 32 chips. I think we just go for the Arcanas here. And we hope for the best that we can get something useful. Enhances 2 cards to mult cards. We actually have more spades in our deck than hearts. However the heck that happened. Oh yeah, because we got the polychrome 5 of spades. That's how it. So how about we turn our... No, I think we turn our hard cards into mult cards. Because then it's just gonna combine with this. But then I also was like, spades though. That'll negate the fact that this won't be used. It's a very tough decision, that one. Let's see if this Arcana pack has something a bit more usable. Hanged Man, so I get to destroy 2. That's 1 card into a steel card, that's 1 card into a gold card. I think we get rid of 2 either clubs or 2 diamonds. 7 and 10 are not in our Fibonacci sequence, neither are 9 and Jack. I think we eat the clubs here. Right, that's good night, Irene. I don't think any of these cards benefit me, because a pair is not what I'm looking for. Alright. Final boss of the demo, the Cerulean Bell, so we need to get 60,000. Forces one card to always be selected, so I have to either play or discard one card at their choosing. Good news is, right off the rip, we've got a 4-card flush, and we can just dump a club, because we don't have as many clubs in our deck anyway now. So why wouldn't we just do this? That multiplier is so good. It's forcing us to play our 7 of hearts. So why not just go for the full 5 hearts flush and just play it off the lusty joker and just keep popping off. Green joker, I think +1 multiplier hand played. It's currently at +3. I think that's to do with, I don't know whether that's to do with hand variety or whether it's just the sheer number of hands that you have played this round. I could be wrong. It selected the 8 of hearts, I can't unselect it. But we still have a 4-card flush here, including a polychrome 5 of spades, which is an extra 1.5 times the bolt. I think we've won. I think this is a winner. I think this is a winner. Nope. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. We have 2 hands to try and get 14,000. If we go... Ace, King, Queen, Jack, and then dump the 9. It's not as good. We still get 1 heart to get another +4 mult. It's another hand played. It's 1.5. We're not using discards, so that's times 1.79 as well. Will not trigger Fibonacci. It's worth a go. $8,000. Okay, so we only need 6,000 from our final hand. And we've got a flush. We've got a lucky card as well. So that could come in useful. That could come in useful. And you know, let's just get rid of the Queen of Spades as well. Because why not? It is the last hand anyway. Which, incidentally, if the game was continuing, we would have ended with the gold card in our hand, which means we would have had an extra $3. Is this a win? Please let this be a win. I think we've got it. Oh yeah, look at that multiplier. Oh, we've got it. We've got it. We're so winning. We're so winning. Let's go. Let's go. That's like the second time I've won the demo. I'm so proud of myself. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. That's been Balatro, which again, like I said, is available on Steam very, very soon. It's also going to be available on, I believe, Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. Plays extremely well on the Steam Deck, let me tell you that. Just in case you want something to like burn like an hour on like the train or on a bus or something like that. Like, or maybe you are like me, you take your Steam Deck to work, you play it on your lunch break. It's nice for like a little quick round. I know this hasn't been a kind of a quick round, it's been like a 50-minute video, but a lot of that has also been me explaining things, so you're probably going to be playing it a lot quicker. I do play this a lot quicker as well, so it's up to you. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you guys next time, whenever that may be. hopefully you enjoyed this, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day whenever this may be watched. Have a good one. Take care.